One day, I have decided to go for a trip. I wanted to visit many places in Malaysia. But the journey for this time was quite different. I did not drive a car or ride a motorcycle, but I ran a helicopter with a pilot. I took off from TUDM Butterworth Air Base with the pilot named Captain Haziq. First of all, we crossed the Sultan Abdul Halim Muazzam Shah Bridge. I could see the whole of Penang at there. There were also have some other islands near the bridge. Captain Haziq flew the helicopter at the low distance above sea level. I could see there were some dolphins around the bridge. I am very excited because it was my first time saw the dolphin in a real of my life.
Then we went to the Taiping Zoo. I can see there were many kinds of animals from the top of the helicopter. Captain Haziq gave his binocular to me to see all animals more closely. There were many parents who brought their own children to visit animals at the zoo. I can see many of children scream joyfully when saw the animals in the zoo. Next, we continue our journey to Genting Highland. At Genting Highland, the helicopter became uncontrollable. The outfield with mist and temperature was 40 Celsius, which is lower than the other place. It made the helicopter difficult to control it.
Suddenly, we had to make an emergency landing in the field area of a school because we had a mechanical problem with the fan. The fan rotor on the helicopter was unable to maintain its speed, thus causing it to lack energy to fly higher. The pilot and I saved, and there were no injuries. Captain Haziq had to repair the helicopter by himself. He said that was not his field of work, but he should to do it as soon as possible.
Without wasting the time, he used the internet as a guideline to repair the helicopter. And then he called his friend who was expert to repair the helicopter. Meanwhile, I went to several places to borrow some equipment that can be useful to repair the helicopter. Even though the damage was challenging, but both of us able to overcome it. After successfully repair the helicopter, we continued our journey to Sarawak. At Sarawak, the helicopter was landed safely nearby the museum at car park that we have booked before. And then we entered the Sarawak Museum, that is the second last for our destinations. We entered and took some pictures as a memory for us.
After 2 hours at the museum, we continued our last trip to Mount Kinabalu. While at the top of the Mount Kinabalu, I can see the beauty of the highest mountain in Malaysia. The temperature at the mountain was -1 Celsius. I have enjoyed myself very much. Last but not least, we went back to TUDM Butterworth Air Base. I thank to Captain Haziq for taking me to visit the interesting places in our country. I came home with the wide smile on my face. While I was on the way to home, I remembered one quote that never give up on something you really want. It's difficult to wait, but more difficult to regret. It was a memorable and the best trip for my life.